Man, don't give up. You know what I'm saying? That's the biggest thing. You never know how close you are. Like I promise you, I was literally, I got a job at a hotel full time, and I was like getting promoted and all that stuff. I was about to give up with DJing, you know, and I got a call. He was like, "Yo, I want you to DJ for Harold. Going on tour in like 3 months." I'm like, "Hey, boss, yeah, I quit. I'm going." You know what I'm saying? So don't give up. You know, I had been DJing for like 6-7 years at that point. You know, so you know, you never, like I said, you never know when it's time to get out the mud. You never know when it's time to, you know, actually, you know, get rewarded for what you done got up out the mud. You know what I'm saying? So.
All the niggas 7 days a week. Every time I let you other niggas sleep. Turn up for the chicken, yeah, I get it out the streets. Hustle like I'm starving, going hard, I gotta eat. I get it out the mud.
Yo, what's up, guys? It's your boy Rose, and you are live with Get It Out the Mud podcast. Let me go ahead and shout out my people before we get into our talent for tonight. Always, it's a blessing to have DJ Hybrid on the one and two.
DJ Hybrid, mixing up your airwaves.
Gotta give love to my co-host Ella. She is in the building. Y'all will see her soon. And my production team, Myron and Henri. You guys, thank you so much for everything that you guys do. But like I said, we do have a special guest in the building, and it's none other than DJ Steez in the building.
What's good?
How you feeling, bro?
I'm good, man. Blessed to be here, for sure.
For sure. So, man, you're a DJ. So, let's go ahead and get into it. What made you want to become a DJ?
All right, actually, so my uncle is a DJ in New Orleans. He's pretty well known out there. And he's been a DJ and been on the scene since I was a kid. So that's all I saw growing up. You know, seeing him, you know, DJ with Lil Wayne and, you know, Baby, Manny Fresh, and Julie and all of them. You know, and he always would bring me around different shows like that. So I've seen him rock 40,000.
Yeah.
You know, so I'm like, I want to do that. You know, and I've always been musically inclined. I started playing the trumpet in 2nd grade.
Nice.
You know, so I knew I wanted to do something with music. I just didn't know what. And then it turned out, I'm like, let me just try this once, you know. And so my friend was a rapper. He had a music showcase, artist showcase, whatever.
Okay.
And he was like, bro, I need a DJ. And I'm like, let me try it. So went to the Guitar Center, got a $100 board. I want to say a Newmark something, and tried it. And I was like, okay, kind of like this, you know. And so I started, you know, dealing with it, practicing a little bit more in the garage and stuff. My mom started throwing little parties in the garage, and now I'm here.
Dang, that's so crazy. And that was that pivotal moment where you had to show up for somebody. You know, you had to show up for somebody else, and because they didn't have a DJ, and so you was like, because you're familiar, right? You already have it because you already it's in the bloodline, the uncle. And that moment, you was able to like, well, I know bits and pieces, and put that thing together and do what you had. How did that feel doing it the first time?
Man, it was great. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like, I went in probably having like maybe an hour of practice, you know, and then so I kind of was feeling it out while I was DJing, but at the end I'm like, man, I could really take this somewhere. And so, you know, from there I started booking parties. I got on Craigslist. I'm like typing in DJs for gigs or whatever, and going to random people places, you know, just doing gigs for $100, $150, you know, trying, yeah. So I didn't know it would take me this far, but
yeah, you out here definitely doing things. And so what age was that when you actually started like really hustling, putting your name out there?
So I'm old. Right. I might not look old, but I'm old. You know what I'm saying? I graduated high school in 2013. Went to Savannah State. Got kicked out of Savannah State.
Oh, dang.
And I probably worked for like a year and then started DJing. So I probably was like 20, maybe like 20. Like, first 20 types. Yeah.
Nice. That's dope, man, for you to even get to that space at an early age, man. Also, for real. So with that happening, I know you said like your uncle, so he pretty much inspired you to start DJing.
Oh, for sure, yeah. I mean, like I said, I've been around music, but just seeing him take it to the level he took it, I'm like, if he could do this, I could take it here, you know what I'm saying? Right. So that's what I'm doing now. I'm just kind of trying to like beat the best, you know?
Right.
Because he's the best in New Orleans, you know, like when you hear New Orleans, or if you're from New Orleans, you know DJ Rowe, you know what I'm saying? So it was like, okay, I gotta take that and go one more. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm not gonna be satisfied until I'm one more. You know what I'm saying? So,
Yeah, you definitely have to like bust the ceiling open, right?
Facts, for
Keep
sure.
going, making
For
moves.
sure.
And with that being said, I know you're working with your 21 Little Harold's DJ, right? How is it working with him?
Man, it's dope, man, and it's crazy because I DJ for a lot of artists, you know, and it hasn't been like on a big scale, but you know, I've had different relationships with artists, and nothing has been more organic than the situation with Harold, man. It's like when we not on the road or we not doing a show, it's like I'm just chilling with my brother. You know what I'm saying?
Nice.
So I'm grateful to be able to work with him because, you know, a lot of artists, you know, once they get to a certain point, especially to the point where they need a DJ, they kind of just like, all right, bro, what's up? You know, like, cool, you got hired through the label. You know, I don't really know you like that, so I'm kind of, you know.
Right, yeah.
But no,
it's like family.
Yeah, it's family, man.
Yeah, and it's hard to come by for real. And when you do have that type of relationship with people that you work with, it doesn't feel like work.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? It makes it easier for you to do your job.
I was just about to say the chemistry is a lot better because, you know, like he'll be on stage and he'll say something, I'm like, okay, I know he want to do this.
Got it.
You know, exactly.
Because y'all have that relationship.
And we don't practice, so it's like, if it wasn't organic and we didn't have that chemistry, man, it would be terrible on stage. And we didn't been on stage in front of thousands of people, and if you have a disconnect with your DJ, even for a second, everybody looking at you crazy because we're not here to see you in particular. You know what I'm saying? So
but the DJ definitely plays a part, man.
Oh, for sure.
The music goes off, they looking at you. So tell me about a challenge. Have you ever had a challenge where you had a set and things just went left field and everybody's like, what's going on? And you looking around trying to figure out the wiring and everything. How was that, man?
So, all right, man. You're not a real DJ unless you've messed up in front of people.
It happens.
You can prepare as much as you want at the crib, in the garage, in front of people, whatever. But until you get on that stage and you mess up and you have to bounce back, you're not a real DJ. So actually this last tour, so I do DJ for Lil Harold, but I also do the opening set for 21 Savage's DJ, Mark B.
Smooth.
So he'll be on stage and I'll be, you know, DJing for him in a sense, you know, playing whatever songs he wants to play that night. So we get to our biggest show in London, sold out.
Damn.
As soon as I open the laptop, it shows like it's like something's wrong with the software. It's like not pairing to the board. So I'm like trying to rush and get it paired. I get it paired as Mark B is walking on stage. He tells me to drop the first song. The decks are switched, so what's supposed to be my left side is on my right side. It was supposed to be, So I'm trying to do that. While I'm doing that, I have my headphones on. The headphones died.
Whoa.
So he's talking to me, and he's like, yo, Steez, we in London, but you know we from the A, so I want you to do something from the A. All right, it was a setup for Bad and Bougie, right? I press play, and it's Kendrick Lamar, Humble. And I'm like, uh-oh. And he was like, no, that's not the one. I'm like, I know it's not the one. Let me find it. Because it was one long track, so I'm trying to find it. I'm like, okay, this looked like with Bad and Bougie or whatever. So we finally get it right. And then when it came time to play Humble, he's like, Steez, play that joint you were supposed to play later, which you played earlier. You know, but it's cool because, you know, it's all love with Mark B as well. You know? Yeah, so.
Dang, but yeah, you was able to like figure it out real quick.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Because I know, honestly, that's like pressure.
For sure.
And then you're like in front of all of these people, man, and then all of a sudden shit just ain't working the way that it's supposed to work.
Exactly.
Frustrated with yourself, frustrated with the whole situation, right? But was able to like get it done, figure it out, and get it done. And that's what you have to do as quick as possible. Because there's nothing else you can do besides just get it done. Like you can't like freak out and run off the stage, like. Because you got these people around you, know? Yeah, it's basically like you just want to hide.
Facts, you're like, oh. Luckily, we were on the side of the stage, so nobody could really see me, but you can kind of feel the tension in the room. Like,
yeah.
What just happened, you know? Exactly, so, you know, but I feel like if you don't let it be known that you messed up, most of the time nobody.
You have to really play it cool because they don't know, right? They don't know what's going on. This could be a part of the set.
Exactly. I'll tell you another little quick story.
Okay.
I was DJing for Sean Kingston. We did a Clemson show.
Dope.
Yeah, a little name drop, you know. So.
Okay.
but this is my first gig with him. You know, I got a full set list, so I'm going off the set list, and he was like, Steez, and I'm like, what's up? He was like, drop that song I got. And there was a feature coming up on the list, and so I'm in the process of like scratching, and I dropped the song, and he was like, with Chris Brown. I dropped some like this new song he had with G Herbo. He wanted the song with Chris Brown, so I had to hurry up and cut it. And he was like, that's not the one. I'm like, no, I was trying to see if he was on your toes.
Right.
And I dropped it, you know what I'm saying? So it's like I said, genuine, organic stuff, yeah, man.
Yeah, but you just have to be on your toes for real.
For sure.
At all times.
For sure.
I think as a DJ, that's one of the things that you really have to be mindful of. Like, just because anything can happen at any time, we're dealing with technology.
I was about to say, man, technology is so like different these days, especially with the constant updates with softwares and stuff. It's like
should be shady.
any moment, you know, your board will go out, your computer will go out, mic will go off. It's just so much stuff.
So you really have to have that in the back of your head, like it's a possibility, right?
For sure.
It might happen, and
for sure.
And the people that you're working with should know that.
For sure.
You know what I mean?
For sure.
So.
And DJ Blackboy, one of my partners, man, he taught me. He was like, "Hey, you need 2 laptops at all times, especially on the road." So I have 2 laptops just in case one messes up. I got both of them plugged in, so if one mess up, I can just go to the other one and
that's smart.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Y'all keep that in mind. If you're trying to be a DJ, you need to have 2 laptops.
2 laptops.
That's real. Okay, so what sets your DJ style apart from others?
Man, okay, so like I said, I'm very musically inclined. So I've been listening to music and just like, I don't even know. I've been developing an ear for music for the longest. So since 2nd grade, I've just been listening to different genres. So it's not always been hip hop. It hasn't always been R&B. I've been listening to, you know, like Kelly Clarkson, Backstreet Boys, you know, like Tim.
You have to be well versed.
That's the key. So I feel like I can step into any venue and make it, you know what I'm saying, make everybody get up. I actually was at another music showcase and it ended up being at like a country bar.
Oh wow.
And they were like, "Can you do like 15 minutes?" I'm like, "Yeah, come on, let's do it." I'm dropping Red Solo Cup. You know what I'm saying? Like all the country bangers. They like, "Oh, I like this boy.
I like this boy."
Like, you know what I'm saying? So it was a vibe, you know. So I feel like I can go from there and then 2 hours later do a 50 and up party or do a disco party, you know. So yeah, I feel
you have to be adaptable, man.
Oh, for sure. Because most people are stuck in that box. Plus, they see you and they like, okay, he wearing J's, he wearing X, Y, Z.
Yeah, they don't know.
Yeah,
they don't know that behind all of this, there's much more. You know, you can't always read a book from the cover.
Exactly.
You have to get into the words.
Exactly.
Yeah,
just listen to me for 15 minutes, and I promise you're gonna be okay.
You're gonna be vibing with DJ Steez.
Facts. Exactly.
So, okay, tell me, what do you think makes a great DJ set?
Oh man, okay. Cohesion. You know, it's a lot of DJs that'll just play a song and go from there and go from, you know what I'm saying? Like, I like to tell a story, you know? And Jazzy Jeff said, I'm name dropping a bunch of DJs, but Jazzy Jeff was like, if your crowd is like this, your job is to keep them like this, heads bobbing, you know?
Yeah.
But once they stop for a second, you gotta, you know, it's hard to get them back into it. Yeah. So I feel like you gotta, I don't want to necessarily say you have to plan your sets, but kind of know where you're going next. I always think like 3 or 4 songs ahead. So I know, okay, after this I'm going here, and I'm going here, then I'm going here.
I love that.
Yeah.
The thing is, because you know when you said tell a story, you have to tell stories in music, right? Like even with, because I'm an artist, I sing. You have to tell a story. Rappers, they telling stories. I never knew about like how it also incorporates in being a DJ. You're telling a story for the people that you're entertaining.
And even if you do it, if you break it up into little sets, like okay, so 30 minutes when I first start, I'm gonna do R&B, and I'm gonna go up and take them here, and I'm gonna take them to the islands for a little bit, and I make sure everything in that span of my set is all related. So I might do, you know, reggae, then do Afro beats, then do, you know, Amapiano or whatever, and then go back to the hip hop. But you got to make it all go together, you know, because you could do Burna Boy, yeah, or whatever, and then, you know, play. Let me see. You could do About the Money by, you know, Young Thug and T.I., and it'll flow. Yeah. You know, because then it's like you got to be able to take them from one part of the story to the next.
Exactly.
You know, because once you switch it up, people gonna be like, "Oh, I was still vibing to the R." You know what I'm saying? But it's like, okay, I like this too, though. You know, so
right, smooth. So. All right, so what we're gonna do, man, I'm pretty sure we can sit here and talk all day.
Facts.
So I'm gonna go ahead and get you, we're gonna take a quick break.
You want a shot before we?
I mean, we can. I'm with it.
We're gonna take a shot before we eat.
I'm with it. Let's go ahead. But yeah, we're gonna take a quick break. We're gonna have Ella, my partner, she's gonna come in. We're gonna have her play a game with you. We're gonna be playing a game. It's called If I Seen You This.
Okay.
So she's gonna put pictures on the board, on the TV. And yeah, it's gonna be
dope. If I see this balloon, you know it's about to get on.
We'll be right back, guys. Stay tuned.
I don't get tired, I let you other niggas sleep. Turn up for the check and yeah, I get it out the streets. Also like I'm starving, going on, I gotta eat. I get it out the mud.
Yo, what's going on? It's y'all favorite co-host, Ella Edom, sitting right here with DJ Young Steez. DJ Young Steez is asking him some questions while he gears up for this amazing tour he got going on. So we just sat by to our favorite host, Tro, for a minute. We're going to get into a little game. Is that okay with you?
Sure is.
A little game? Okay, so basically the game is called If I Send You This, what does it mean?
Okay.
So the way it works is I'm gonna send you some pictures, right? So just imagine like we're somewhere we can't be verbal.
Right.
I'm trying to send you like a little message. You gotta kind of figure out what I'm trying to tell you
Okay.
without words. You hear me?
I got you.
There's
Sure.
some current events in there. Let's see if you can get them, okay?
Okay.
No wrong answer, but low key it is.
Okay.
I'm on your ass if it's wrong. I'm on your ass if it's wrong. Okay, and so if we can just go to the first one. If I send you this, what it mean? What it mean, big dog?
It mean we done been in this club way too long.
What?
I'm thinking about that pizza I got in the fridge. I'm thinking about if
Right.
my car good. You know what I'm saying? We in Atlanta on Edgewood type vibe. You know, we had girl diver or something. We gotta make sure my car good.
Come on, shout out. I'm ready to go. Basically, and then especially because you said you was old earlier, which is crazy.
All right, well,
Man,
I was last
we the
segment. You can't
same.
live in the past.
Now I'm bringing up old shit. If you old, I'm old. What's good, What's good,
Unc
So
is crazy.
What? You old? We
I'm
old.
young
It's
at
okay.
heart, man.
2013. We good.
Young.
We good. And then the older I get, I don't know about you. I'm starting to feel it more and more.
Oh, for sure.
Man, right. I used to be outside. When I tell you outside, when I tell you.
I was opening a wine bottle and I pulled something back here.
Oh,
yeah.
no, not that old.
I was like, oh, it's over with.
Ooh, baby, I still got some strength for a little bottle. I don't know about all that. So in terms of just you being ready to go and everything like that, can you think of just one moment where maybe you was on set, or especially with how you were saying that you came up, you started on like Craigslist, you might have DJed for some Uncanny folks, whatever, just that moment you were like, man, I'm ready to go.
Man, if the vibe is not right, which is most of these Atlanta clubs,
Yeah.
like they just sit in the section and just,
You
like,
be
get a
looking.
look. I'm just like, all right, bro, we can wrap this up.
I'm
Wrap
guilty.
it up then. You know what
I'm
saying?
guilty. I'm guilty as fuck. Man,
Facts.
I love to go to a club and get my section and just stand there and just point and be cute.
No, you gotta
With a
turn up.
hookah, maybe at like a MJQ,
I get
maybe
that.
at like a
Yeah.
dance club, but
Yeah.
I feel like just in terms of Atlanta culture, it's a lot of just like, we gonna put that shit on,
Mhm.
we gonna get a section, and we gonna be
Facts.
cute.
Facts.
And we gonna stand around with that bottle and just point and rap aggressively at people and just stand there, you know what I'm saying?
That's
Something
real,
like
that's
that.
real.
Okay, so you wanna go on to the next one? If I send you this, what it mean?
Man, oh, that's a good one. Okay.
You see me?
Okay, because I know the background behind
You
the
see
story,
me?
but I'm trying to. That could mean a lot of
It could
different
mean a lot.
things.
How do you interpret it?
It look like a backstabbing friend.
Yeah. Yeah.
Look like I'm about to murk this man.
Yeah.
That's what it look like.
Yeah, no,
I'm probably
basically.
wrong. I'm
No,
wrong.
I mean you good.
Okay, yeah, I was okay.
You
I was close.
good. You good. You actually did. You probably had some of the best answers since I done started this game.
No.
For real.
Yeah.
You really on point. You
Okay.
really on point. So just like in terms of that, right? Just a moment, because I remember you were speaking earlier too, just about how you have to make sure you have cohesion. You got to make sure that you're ready for any type of like back steps, any fuck ups, things that can really frustrate you, right? And I'm sure that that's something that you run into all the time. I'm not too much into the industry, but I've seen it just enough to know that there can be a lot of moments where you are just ready to, people get backstabby, especially when they start to come up, get into their own, you know what I mean? And so just moments to where you was like, I'm ready to tweak. Things that help you stay centered.
Ooh, okay.
You know what I mean?
The music, man, it's always gonna, get me right. I had a situation where I was at a pool party and it was so many drinks and so many people around the table. It's actually on my TikTok. I'm in the middle of DJing and I was playing Never Would Have Made It the remix, whatever. As soon as the beat dropped, the table fell. Like, when the legs just fell from under it.
From out of bottle?
From everything. Like, it was just so much stuff. So I'm like trying to catch everything and the rest of it, I'm like, I'm about to go home.
Yeah.
And then it was a bunch of people that was like, bro, no, you're doing too good. You're going so crazy, bro. Come on, just stay. I'm like, all right, bet. So the music definitely keeps me
They
sane.
keep you saying, okay, cool.
Sure.
And just going back to the movie, so it's a big deal. Of course you've seen it.
Oh, for sure.
With your old ass. I know you had to have seen the movie. So just
I was 15
thinking-
when that movie came out. No, I'm lying. I'm joking.
Child, not you graduated in 2013. You was 15 back then. You better get the
Super
hell
duper
on.
senior,
Get the hell on up out of my chair. So just in terms of that movie though, did that have any sort of like any sort of just influence on your DJing
sure.
and how you doing now?
For sure. I mean, back in the day, everybody wanted to be like GQ, you know what I'm saying? Everybody wanted to be like, Grandmaster Flash, all of them, So I started, doing a little crowd scratching and, the juggling and all that stuff.
Not you had the cardboard box with the shell toes, with the 1-inch.
Oh, no, I wasn't
camera.
breakdancing and stuff. No, I was just back there,
Yeah.
so yeah,
Okay.
I can't dance, but
Okay.
I can scratch.
Bet. So this in terms of your DJing still, like, so you said that you were brought up in New Orleans?
Yeah.
Okay, so do you use any like bounce, any
all the time.
Yeah,
all
just
the
to
time.
influence your
All
stuff
the time.
and just find a way to sort of incorporate it into what you're doing now with your
I feel
sets
like
and
people in
tours.
Atlanta love, bounce. So it's
Love
like
it.
anytime I play some bounce, they're like, okay, we're gonna go crazy with this. Exactly.
We love it. We love it down here. Okay, well, that's about it for our game.
sure.
Absolutely. Thank you for playing with me.
And we're gonna take a shot.
Please,
Let's do it.
please do. Let's do
Let's
it.
do it.
Did you shout out your drink?
Oh, shout out to Valone, France. You know what I'm saying, man? You already peeped
It's
it.
smooth. It's smooth.
Smooth, tastes great. You know what I'm saying? Pause. About to shot it up.
Let's do it.
I ain't pouring this shot. All right, cheers.
To a good start.
Valone.
And with Ella Edom, DJ Steez, we are out.
Out.
What's going on, y'all? It's your boy DJ Hybrid checking in with my boy DJ Steez here. What's up, baby? How you doing?
Yeah, chilling.
My boy DJ Steez about to do a major tour here in America, man. The American Dream Tour with 21 Savage and 21 Herald. We're very proud of him. We're very happy to have him here tonight. I got some questions for him. We're going to ask him. We're going to find out about the tour life and how demanding it is.
Sure.
So the first question I have is this your first tour?
Nah, man, this is number 3 in the span of, technically like a year now. Yeah.
Okay. Big numbers. He's getting into it. He's becoming a veteran. With that being said, what's some of the things, because tour life can be very demanding, correct?
For sure.
What's some of the things that kind of keep you in shape and keep you focused for such a, demanding schedule?
Man, as soon as I get a call and they're like, yo, we're going to go on this tour, we're going to go whatever, I start, running. I start, trying to get the cardio, the calisthenics, and whatever, because that's really what you need to be jumping around for 15, 20 minutes at a time, every day,
Sure.
So even when we in different cities and whatnot, I'll make sure I go to the gym, make sure I'm eating slightly right. Most of our tours are catered, so it's like they kind of make sure the meals are smooth. And then I just try to cut out as much junk food as possible. When you're on the road and you like traveling and stuff, it's kind of hard to cut the junk food out, but I try as much as possible.
Right.
And a lot of water.
Righteous. It's always important to stay healthy with such a demanding schedule. Also, are there any kind of favorite hobbies that you might keep in tune with that schedule of staying in shape and staying in the right mind?
On the road, man, it's so hard to, have a normal life, because you're moving around so much. And the way we do our tours, after we finish a show, we on to the next city. So, I'll play like the Switch, or I'll like watch some shows, text my daughter, FaceTime my daughter, something like that,
Got to do that.
Yeah, bro, that's pretty much it, man.
Okay. We can relate on that. We both have children.
facts.
Yeah. That definitely keeps you goal-oriented and
Facts.
focused to
That's
make sure that
something
you're
that keeps you grounded, for sure.
at your peak.
Mhm.
I can respect that, man. So especially just talking about cities and going back and forth in between different cities, what's one of the favorite cities you look forward to going to?
Man, since we're not going to New Orleans this time,
Right.
Shout
Shout out to the 504. We can relate on that
Facts.
too. We're both Louisiana boys.
Exactly. I say probably I like Houston a lot. I like Dallas. I'm actually looking forward to going to Cali. This is gonna be my first real time in Cali. I've been there a couple times, like on like a layover type situation. But this is my first time actually being able to experience Cali. So it's gonna be like the best day.
Yeah, look at God, man. You get to experience the West Coast. That's great. That's
Then
great.
we got like Vancouver and Toronto and stuff.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, there's a couple of them that's gonna be kind of different.
That's gonna be fine. Y'all
for
think
sure.
y'all gonna stop by the mansion? You know what mansion I'm talking about?
Man, I don't know, man.
I mean, okay.
You
We just put it out there. That's dope. With those cities, man, especially the ones you mentioned, there's a lot of different crowds that are going to be extremely wild. With that being said, is there any crowds that you felt like were the most rowdiest or the best crowd you've ever DJed for? Can you name it? Can you remember?
Before this European tour, bro, I would have said somewhere in the States, but man, Europe showed me some crazy stuff, man. They had people throwing wigs. They was, doing backflips in a mosh pit. Bro, me and Mark B had Europe on fire. You know what I'm saying? So like, if you go to his YouTube, you can see like all of our like recaps and all that stuff. But man, Europe was crazy. And like I said, we had like, I want to say like 40,000 or maybe two. I don't know how many we sold out the O2 Arena, you know what I'm saying, in London. So that was the biggest show that I didn't see, So
and everything just seemed to click. Everything just went
for
right
sure,
because
for
I know
sure.
just the crowd isn't the only thing when it comes to having the best or the most special show when you've done something.
Exactly.
I know how that goes, you know what I'm saying?
Facts.
It's not just the crowd, because you want everything else to go right.
Facts.
You want everything to be smooth as far as getting there on time, doing the sound check and all the equipment to work, because I know you mentioned something about equipment. I know how that goes, man. That can be can build on a lot of stress, a lot of pressure.
Which is why I feel like that's why we did that one last, because it was like, okay, we didn't practice this 8 times, and now it's the it's the last show that's got to be the best one.
Right. So hey man, I love that for you, for real, man. You got to have those sometimes to keep that confidence going and that confidence up, because people really don't understand how much it can be the pressure of like, having a bad show or a good show, and just that one good show can really spiritually feed you and mentally feed you for, the next ones. And, thank God for those, you know what I'm saying? Because you need those on the road. For sure. So that's, okay, so rowdiest crowds, I also had to say that, and maybe ask, what's one of your wildest memories on tour? Spare no expenses. We're going to be able to tell if he's lying too.
Hey man, wildest memory. It was so many. I mean, I'm only going back to this last one. Actually, no, I'll go to the Nudie tour. That was a little bit, it's two different, different vibes.
Shout out Slime Ball, shout out
for sure, man. It was, I forgot where we were. I know it was a concert stage, but it was also like a bowling alley.
Yeah, the fact that you forgot already lets me know that it's wild night.
Yeah, like it was crazy. Like, okay, so it was that, and like basically while we were performing, it's people over there bowling, and how loud bowling was. So it's like, bro, you trying to perform and you hear.
That's crazy.
So it was just like, that was wild, you know what I'm saying? That's the wild I'm assuming y'all talking about, and that's what we go with, you know what I'm saying? They didn't have fights, and you can see fights and stuff from the stage and stuff as well, but it's just like,
that's wild.
You see that everywhere.
Yeah, folks over there rolling strikes and you ready to strike out.
Exactly, bro. Like,
yeah, that is wild. Bowling alley, I don't think I've ever heard of that one. Actually, I did a bowling alley in College Park, man, and somebody poured some shit on my turntable. So actually I have experience. We gotta stay away from bowling alleys.
Yeah. Bowling alleys are not
good. Yeah, they're no good. Yeah, especially if you know the history of hip hop, man. I'm not gonna speak on that either.
Facts. Or the history of basketball, because Allen Iverson.
Right. So with these bowling alleys,
you just gotta stay away from them.
Damn.
Bowling alleys.
Stay away from the pins, or they put you in the pins.
Get on the Wii and
All right. Okay. That's what's up, man. Is there anything that you might be able to speak on as far as the tour, like any special guests we might get expect, or you can not speak on that? Some people that, I know a lot of things going on in rap game right now, you ain't got to say no names, you don't feel comfortable. I was just saying if you think you might know of some special guests on tour or whatever.
The only thing I can speak about at this point is the amazing brands you're going to see on DJ Steez while he's on tour, you know what I'm saying? Everything else you got to wait and see, man.
Well said. Silence is golden. Well, last question I had for you, because we spoke about, mistakes, mishaps, and everything that happened on the road and whatnot, and you were speaking about London, man, which that was heavy. Yeah, it was heavy. I was sitting over here backstage, kind of just like feeling you. I wanted to scream when you spoke about it, because I've been through those experiences before. So with that being said, when you show up to a show, and I think this is important for all DJs, which equipment do you like to use more? Which equipment do you like to run into the most? Do you want to see some Techniques, 1200s, vinyls when you show up? Or would you like to see some digitals, like some CDJs or,
Okay, so convenience-wise and like 2024, it's 2024, 2024 Steez, you know what I'm saying? I would say I'd prefer digital. It's just so much easier to just plug in one USB and boom. Versus vinyl, you gotta, either you going into Serato, the scratch box, you know what I'm saying, or you got the range on, it's so much extra.
Actually, I think it's record box, but
it's so much that goes into, doing vinyl, and even with CDJs, it's kind of similar. You gotta plug in like 4 USBs, so it's like, I definitely prefer like a 1000 or, what's my favorite right now? I got a Rain 7, you know what I'm saying? So like Rain 5, something like that.
I seen them. They gold too, ain't they?
Yeah, man.
Another thing that we have in common, both our boys is gold.
Yeah.
You love gold.
But I definitely prefer digital over vinyl at this moment, especially on the road, man.
Of course, man. There's so many different things like when it comes to vinyl, man. I started with vinyl, so it's just like replacing the needles all the time and
Or
just
you out
the belt-driven ones. Them bitches is heavy.
You know, come on,
sitting
man.
there sweating before you get on stage. Everybody like, what's wrong with you? You see what I just carried up here, man? Like, geez, man. Man, well, that's great, man. Those were a lot of, great answers to the questions that we had, man. I really appreciate you giving us insight to what it is that you go through on the road and what it is you go through as a DJ. We appreciate all you guys tuning in, and we really appreciate you coming through here. Also, actually, this Thursday at Girl Diver, we'll be at Girl Diver this weekend together for our artist mixer, our Q&A. Also, we'll have Balloon through there as well. Balloon. So if you have time, please come through Girl Diver this Thursday. And we'll see you there.
Shout out to Balone, shout out to Margina, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to all the brands that's rocking with me. Shout out to, like I said one more time, shout out to the liquor, because everybody drink liquor.
Yeah, and y'all please show up, like I said, this Thursday, Girl Diver, from 7 to 11. Me and DJ Steez will be in the building. It will be the going away and descending off party for the American Dream Tour. We appreciate y'all. Y'all have a great night.
For sure.
Stay blessed, righteous.
Lit.